So we have a new article that covers Predator Badlands, and the director, Dan, goes over many topics, so here we go. Predator Badlands director Dan Trachtenberg hopes to fall in love with his Predator. This Yautja warrior is the film's protagonist. Dek is described as the runt of the litter in his clan, who has a whole lot to prove. But it's a little bit more intense than just proving himself, because there are some traumatic, violent things that he experiences, and then he finds himself on a planet where everything is trying to kill him. When he mentions this traumatic experience, I think this is the scene he's talking about, or at least one of them, where Dek gets pulled away and he has to watch the other Pred fight for him, but eventually that Pred does not survive. But luckily for Dek, he's able to escape. The idea to have Badlands center on not just the titular alien character, but also be set in his home universe as opposed to Earth is unique to the franchise. Patrick Eisen says, "It all came about from one simple nugget: the Predator never wins." That hasn't happened in a Predator movie. The Predator never wins. But how can that still be a beautiful movie? Not just a movie from the bad guy's perspective. How can that still really be a full meal experience? So that's what led to Badlands. To pull it off, the director says they needed to walk a fine line with the character of Dek. On the one hand, finding a way to get an audience to emotionally engage with him and connect to him and root for what he's after, but also not neglect that he's a creature and he is ferocious and frankly, an effing badass. To do this, Trachtenberg pulled inspiration from classic cinematic characters who don't speak very much, but have a presence that's intimidating. Think Clint Eastwood movies, Mad Max and the Road Warrior, and Conan the Barbarian. Basically, characters that have a code in a morally ambiguous landscape that are very much sort of anti-hero, but still go through a gauntlet. They talk a bit about the mask that Dek uses. The mask is very cool, but in this film, Dek will not be wearing it much. So for anyone saying they don't like Dek's face, well, you're going to see it a lot in the film. The movie does hint at Predator crossing over into the Alien franchise when Thea is going to fight alongside Dek, but she is a synthetic made by Weyland-Yutani. Just don't expect this film to be a full Predator Alien crossover event. This was just a small thing to connect the two franchises. His main focus was telling a cool story. Dan knew Dek would need help to make this cool story. He thought about adding a human character, but later changed it to a robot, and that's when he brought in Weyland-Yutani. As for the character of Thea herself, they are a pretty interesting and bizarre pairing for each other, and that's a huge part of the fun of the movie is their chemistry. Alright, so that's the end of the article and those topics. Thanks for watching, leave a like rating on the video, and I'll see you on the next one.